Hey! Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. Foundations, day one. I have my headphones on because I've been having terrible technical difficulties trying to get this stream started, but you don't care about that. You care about playing some Foundations. If you are a new player or somewhat new, this is a great set to be jumping in on because it has a bunch of reprints that are classic cards that are really great and actually decently powerful. And then there's a bunch of new cards that are also pretty fun, which is more my interest. So I thought we'd start it off today with a sealed game. I did the pre-release. So every time a new set comes out, you can go to a local game store, play pre-release. You can look up online where the closest one is. And you get a box with 6 packs and 1 promo card. And you can turn those into a deck and play people with it, and I will show you how that was done. I went undefeated. I was 3-0-1, which means my first match, unfortunately, I tied. And actually, maybe it was fortunately because my opponent had about the same deck as me, but it was like a little bit better. So, stomped me game 1. Game 2, I managed to get him out of cards, and then game 3, we went to time, so we had a tie. It was 1-1 in that match. Okay, so when you crack open your packs, because of the way the new pack system works, you're going to get sometimes more than 1 rare a pack. Looks like we got 7 rares total. Interesting seeing a duplicate here of Exemplar of Light, which is a 3/3 that whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. And when you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on it, you draw a card. So that seems pretty cool. Probably going to be white. And whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has flying and is a knight in addition to its other types. Not as much of a draw, but we will probably be mono white. We'll definitely be playing Leyline Axe. And then the question is, what's our second color? We're going to take a look at the commons and uncommons. But let's just read over some of these other cards. So this is a 4/4 trample for 4, so already pretty good. And when it attacks another target creature, gains trample and +X/+X, where X is this creature's power. That's pretty ridiculous. Abyssal Harvester is a 3/2. You can tap to exile a creature card that was put in a graveyard this turn. You get a copy of it, except it's a nightmare, and then you lose all their nightmare tokens you control. So you can only have 1 at a time, but still pretty useful. You can eliminate your opponent's best creature and then put it on your side as a token. That seems pretty good. Spinner of Souls, 4/3 reach for 3. Good stats. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you can reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card into your hand, rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So that seems really good. And we got Kiora, the Rising Tide, legendary creature. Legendary creatures people care about because they can be your commander if you play a format called Commander. So if you're new to the game, a lot of people have been getting in through playing Commander because that is the most popular format. But I recommend playing standard or limited. Just, well, experiment. Play some different formats. Borrow cards and decks from your friends at first till you know what you like. We do have 2 blue rares, so this is one of them. It's a 3/2 for 3. You draw 2, then you discard 2. But that's card velocity, still useful. And then when it attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you make an 8/8 blue octopus token. That's pretty good. And we've got Curator of Destinies, 5/5 flying. When it enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library, separate them into a face down and face up. An opponent chooses one of those piles, put that pile in your hand, and the other to your graveyard. That's limited bomb, so I'm thinking we're probably, let's see what our white is looking like in our pool. That should be the first color. And the Johnny's Pride Mate works very nicely. Helpful Hunter is great. You would always play Cathar Commando, Banishing Light. There's the Squire. Deals 3 damage, and you gain a life, so we would run that if we're running white. Flash, give a creature double strike. Ooh. That's pretty nice. This is just Little Army in a Can, Prideful Parent. Pretty sure we would play that. It's another 4/4 Angel, but and we got Sarah Angel. And then we got 3 of these to destroy tap creatures. So definitely playing white. I think we could probably also put in. Well, this is the Armasaur guide. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you get a +1 counter. That's not that exciting. This attacks. Oh, and we would play Make Your Move, because this destroys an artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. The reason you want to play so much removal in Sealed is that your opponents are building around rares, so you know you're going to need to be able to deal with some, basically your opponent's best cards. And then, okay, we got Big Fin Bouncer is one I really liked in the pre-release. That was in my pre-release deck. Blue looks very thin. We got 3 Aegis Turtles, which in the right kind of deck, if you really want to slow down the game. Strix Lookout is solid. But other than the 2 rares, not that exciting. Meanwhile, black usually has good removal. Eaten Alive I was very impressed with in this format. Stab. Those are pretty good. Those would be draws into black. And we have the Abyssal Harvester. And then we have this thing, whenever we gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. We don't have a ton of life gain, though. Let's skip ahead to green. We didn't have any rares, or we did get a couple bulk ups. Maybe there's a aggro deck there, but let's see. So in green, we got the Wary Thespian is a good 2-drop. We got Bushwhack, so we could maybe splash, meaning play a 3rd or 4th color. Elvish Regrower is fantastic. I think that pretty much seals the deal that we're going green. And draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's pretty good. This makes food, which can gain life. Food tokens you can sacrifice to gain life. So definitely playing that. Might even run the Broken Wings. Let's see what we got. We definitely want Leyline Axe. Goldvein Pick is interesting. I like Goldvein Pick. I like Campus Guide. Meteor Golem is like removal. I don't know. We're not like a super ramp deck, though. Oh, here we go. And so there's a gain land and Good Fortune Unicorn. Yeah, pretty solid. We might even want to run the Jungle Hollow. +1/+1 counter on this creature. This can be a fight spell. So I guess the question is Meteor Golem, Jungle Hollow. We care enough about life gain. We got these 2 guys are going to draw us cards as long as they're in play and we gain life. And we got the Pride Mate. We didn't get anything that's life link, though. We'd love some like repeatable life gain. This can make food tokens. Inspiring Call, maybe. I think just a solid 17 lands. These are really kind of like 2-drops. Or another thing you probably could consider doing is moving all your removal to 1 pile. So you can kind of see more your curve as you play to the board. You put stuff in play. Or don't. Yeah, 3/3 blows up anything. So let's play the Jungle Hollow. And Ambush Wolf is pretty good. I don't know what we take out here. We do have Goldvein Pick to ramp. Let's put in the Meteor Golem, and then let's think about what our cut would be. Could also just run 41 cards. Not crazy. Reclamation Sage, I think, is worth running. Elvish Regrower. So then it... I hate to take out Bushwhack. We could take out one Luminous Rebuke. We're keeping the Joust through because that has the trigger. So, could be Campus Guide. We do have Cathar Commando, so like, does Reclamation Sage actually add much to us? I don't think so. How many creatures is that? That's 13 creatures. It's about as low as I would want to go. Let's give that a shot. Don't want to belabor it. I'm sure you're here to watch some action, see some of the new cards in play. So we'll do some sealed and then we'll do some limited here today is my plan. Just got paranoid that the audio is not coming through. Everybody hearing everything? Thumbs up. All right. I'll keep the headphones on. It's already been established in continuity. Day one, you never know who you're going to be playing against. Could be a player that's really good or... Okay, just no creatures. Do have the Gold Vein pick to buff up a creature if we ever did get one. The Vampire Gourmand. Whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card, and it can't be blocked. Okay, good for the Vampire Gourmand. Guess to be mana efficient. This does have flash. There's an argument to be made for playing it. With the flash, we could have held up the Joust through, but I think we don't mind getting hit for 2 mana. Play a Swamp. Now they might just remove this, and that'd be bad for our tempo. There's that black spell for one black mana, instant speed, -2/-2. They have a Gold Vein pick. Look at that. Okay. Are they going to equip it? They do equip it. Okay. So now the question is, do I just trade my Cathar Commando? They're almost definitely attacking here. The fact that they're offering the trade, we don't really have a reason to ramp, but they might. So, okay. Yeah, we definitely don't need to ramp. Okay. They do have 3 colors over there. Well, if they have removal, this guy's not going to survive long enough to get the counter. But, yeah, looks like they have the removal. Maybe. Certainly got the mana. Yeah, eaten alive. Okay. We tried. We will decline. We do not need any more lands. Bit of a stalemate going on here in Foundations. If you're just joining, looks like some of you are. This is game 1 of Sealed. Went with a white-green out of our pool. Infestation Sage dies into an insect. So that would have comboed nicely with the Vampire Gourmand. So what we can do here, we can attack. They probably block. We could, now that it's a blocking creature, we could use Joust Through, or we could use Make Your Move and win the combat. Now, they do get a 1/1 insect with flying, but not so worried about that. They're going to spend removal on Campus Guide. That's not a problem. I think we'll just take this for now. I do want to save the Joust Through since we do have payoffs like this. Gaining life. Opponent. Okay, we're out of stab range. Looks like they still have yet more removal. Opponent playing a lot of colors. White, black, red. Baked into a pie. Okay. The opponent, I think, is making a mistake using their removals. Maybe their hand is still just 3 more pieces of removal, but 9 lives familiar. That card's annoying. They have kept us off Bushwhack by constantly destroying our creatures. Still on a very slow clock, taking 2 damage a turn. Let's hope the opponent has nothing. Yeah, land. They're flooding. Holy camole. Huh. Well, it looks like we're going to have to pay 7 life. Opponent found their... Yeah, if you don't know this, 7 mana, first strike, vigilance, menace, trample, reach, lifelink, ward, pay 7 life. Oh, okay. It doesn't even tap because of vigilance. Okay, the 7 life. Better than them gaining us taking 7 and them gaining 7. Let's hope they don't have anything to bring it back from the graveyard. Now I'm wondering if we just use the Joust Through, because we go to 7, or we could go to 8, or just 9 actually. All right, we have so much mana. I'm going to take it here with the idea that we'll probably whatever we play here next is probably okay. Do need to hit some creatures. As I said, we're only 13 creatures in the deck. So up against Removal Tribal over here. Let's take out the flyer. Does leave us in a bad place if they play another Sire. Vanishing Light. Okay, well that is one of the few things that can take care of that cat. We're going to kind of make the same mistake opponent's been making. Ooh, seems like they might have a flash creature. They're going to destroy their own cat. Okay. As it comes back with 7 lives left. That is a rare. Alright, let's give me a creature. Oof. Okay. Give me a big creature that I can bushwhack with. No! We're not hearing a meme scene, are we? Maybe you are. I'm not. What's this guy's ability? Oh, that's really good. All right. The gods have determined that we were just going to flood out that game. Opponent had a good deck. Lots of removal. Sire of 7 deaths. Better luck game 2 here. Up against Limited by Lint. By Lint. We'd probably play the Squire first. Play Pride Mate second because this gets a plus every time another creature enters. So if they don't have a way to deal with it right away, it could start snowballing. Cracks the Evolving Wilds. Gets an island. They gain a life. And Squire hits for 2. Save the Bushwhack. Siphoner. This guy's good. Glad we got some creatures down first. Back for 3. Okay. Well. Ink Mage. 2/2 that surveils 3. I think this is a reprint. Seems like a classic card. Burglar Rat and Grow from Ashes into the yard. Now, do we just preemptively rebuke here? Let's see if they go for a double block. They do. Oh, yeah. Destroy target creature. Phew. Little 2 for 1. That's how you do it. Grow from the Ashes. Okay, they're running more than one of those. We got the Spinner of Souls, which we will play pre-combat to plus our Squire, which now has flying. And get in for a bunch. I think end the turn. Depending on what they play, we can Bushwhack it. Oh, Vampire Nighthawk. That's a good card. That's just a solid good card. What do we trade out for the Nighthawk? I guess the Exemplar of Light? Oh, they got a pump spell? They can really get us here. Maybe we were just supposed to attack. That gives them the choice. They probably take out the squire. Okay. Well, at least we get to reveal, find a creature. Helpful Hunter, we'll keep that on top. Yeah, what the heck. We'll let him trade for the 5/5. Oh, okay. Not sure why they did that, but maybe they have another fight spell. Muldrotha! Great card. So they're at pseudo 8. Ooh, and we hit a land. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, let's trade out here. Got to get that Vampire Nighthawk off the board. Well, actually, wait. They just recast it. What do they have in their graveyard? A lot of spells. Aha! That should be the game. That was just dumb luck, though. I did not think through my attack. Archmage of Runes, okay, well. What if... What should I give Double Strike? The Thespian? You can only block one of them. So block the Thespian. And they take 8. So unless they got a 1-mana spell, that's GG's. This is a 3/6. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, draw a card. Giant Wizard. Looks like it's from Kaldheim, too. I should make a Kaldheim cube. I really liked that set. Archmage of Runes. Assign. Oh, okay. This is like the new thing, I guess, where you get to assign the damage. Haven't seen that screen before. Okay, we're on the board. Looks like we get some new viewers. I'll show off the deck here. Hey, look, we got a rare for some reason. Yeah, Joust Through, Bushwhack, 3 Luminous Rebukes, and Make Your Move and a Banishing Light. That's our removal. And otherwise, we're just trying to win in the air with Exemplar of Light. Get this Sky Knight Squire up in the air, as you saw in the last game. Got an Elvish Regrower to get good stuff back. Meteor Golem, maybe. It's also removal. Good Fortune Unicorn is usually a limited all-star. Haven't seen that in action yet. Glad they brought that one back. Let's go on to game number 3. People played Foundations yet? Did you play at the pre-release? Even if you're watching this on delay, leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking of the new set. Very curious. I think they struck a decent balance, but on the other hand, I'm a little bit worried about some of the cards that are going to be in standard for 5 whole years. I think that might be... They might have unbalanced some things with like putting Llanowar Elves in for 5 years. Because that's Spinner of Souls on turn 2. over and over again. I think we can keep this because we got the campus guide to go find our green. Double white will be good for the Exemplar of Light. Maybe if we hit a forest next turn, we play a Wary Thespian instead. We did not. Okay, so let's campus guide. Make sure we draw a forest. Take action. They've got a Wary Thespian. Okay. So the question is, do I play Spinner of Souls? Then they definitely don't make the trade. Or do I offer the trade? Maybe just play a Wary Thespian. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I don't care for it. I'm just going to try to hit a land drop next turn. So let's, yep, got a land on top. Perfect. We're happy to trade these out, or they've got a trick of some kind. We didn't get super value there because we already knew we wanted that land. Goblin Borders. No tax. They're going to kill the Exemplar of Light. Or are they just reading it? Heckling Prowler. Okay. Kind of annoying. Ward 2 means we can't hit it with Finishing Light. I think no real way to be efficient with our mana here. Let's just do Spinner of Souls. Pass the turn. Might actually cash in this Exemplar of Light. We don't want the Cackling Prowler to grow. We have one of these in our board. I guess going up against it now. 3/3 haste. Take 7. Very aggressive. Another Exemplar of Light, a Truffle Snout. This is the most mana efficient. We wouldn't mind keeping it around, getting food with the Truffle Snout. I guess we're kind of just on the back foot here. Could just Banishing Light that 4/3. Well, let's make that decision next turn in combat. Kill the spider. Take 3, go to 6. Hey, finally we can double spell. We'd like the Truffle Snout to live. Flame Wake Phoenix, okay. Well, that's a good reason for having saved Banishing Light. And the Gnarlid Colony unkicked, thankfully. So let's banish that. And then, yeah, I'm going to send in the Truffle Snout. Need that life. Inspiring Call is not looking great in this deck. No blocks, we just go back to 4. Ooh, okay. Now we're in trouble. They have potentially two spells. And go to 1 if they don't have a pump spell. Okay, yeah. Stomper. Luminous Rebuke. We're jumping either way here, so. Land is good. Indrik is bad, because then they blow up that and get the Phoenix, so. Oh, wait. Alright, well, or they blow up that. Either way, that is the game. Rough. Might get to the draft portion of the live event here sooner rather than later. I'm not going first. Probably should have changed the deck, actually. This build is not really working, in my opinion. Inspiring Call, at least, was a dead card. I think we do Campus Guide next turn to make sure we hit the 3rd land. Let's see. What do we draw? Okay, we drew the land, so we can probably Pridemate. They may have removal for it. Better they use it on the Pridemate than the Good Fortune Unicorn, though. Aspiring Paladin. Okay. Well, I would like to hit Exemplar of Light next turn, which means Campus Guide. There's also just Good Fortune Unicorn. It's first strike anyways. So no blocks. Wouldn't have had good blocks on it. Anyhow. Okay, Inspiring Call should be good now with Good Fortune Unicorn. Let's test that out. Uh-oh, okay. Take action. Go find a plains. Do I dare attack? I'm gonna attack with the Pridemate. Yeah, okay. Glad I didn't attack with the Unicorn. No blocks. Take 3. Hungry, hungry ghoul. What if I had 4-2? And then what if I played this and drew a card? What do you think of that? Aha. I suppose. Oh, okay. Opponent was cowed by the power of the Unicorn. So we're still in it. If you're just joining, playing a green-white sealed. Double of those angels that draw us a card that you just saw. I actually think the MVP of our sealed pool might be the Spider. Also heard the Leyline Axe is pretty good. We saw that in action in an earlier game. Up against the DJ. DJ Tanner. All right. Could bushwhack on one, but I think we'll hold back on that. There's the leyline axe. Unfortunately, did not get that on curve. Would be very good if we can put it on our truffle snout, though. It's a red-blue deck. They're probably running Balmor. Let's see. Maybe they have a counterspell. Think twice. Good card in sealed. Anything that just thins your pool and gets you to your bomb cards faster. Now we're getting a little worried about getting up to 4 mana. Oh, okay. Or our opponent decided to help us get to 4 mana. Giant Growth is in this format, so if opponent knows that, they'll be playing around it. Our best hope is they just think twice here. Solemn Simulacrum. Great card. I had that in my pool when I played the pre-release. Pretty good with Muldrotha. Hey, Blossoming Sands. Always good to play a land draw card. Okay, so there's the Good Fortune Unicorn. We don't have a creature. We could get down Leyline Axe. Oh, we could get down Leyline Axe and equip it. Oh no, no, it's equipped for 3. Never mind. I should have attacked there. I totally psyched myself out. Luckily, no viewers are watching. If you are watching this later, leave a comment. What do you think of the format? Well, it's got black in addition to red and blue. Mischievous Mystic. Okay. Well, may as well go for it. Got it, they've got it. Back at the top of the library, which means Good Fortune Unicorn will be in combination with it. Let's surveil the mountain. They might be flooding out. Twice, makes a fairy. This is a pretty good card. I had this in my pool. Pre-release. Great little combo with Think Twice. No blocks. The reason I'm not trading with that is because when it dies, they draw a card, so prefer to use the Banishing Light with it if I could. They do have Counterspell mana up, but what are you going to do? We just got to go for it. Got a Luminous Rebuke. I'll just do that now, yeah. We got Protection Spell for it. We're going to kill the unicorn now. It's too late. Okay. Decided to save it. So if they attack with the 1/1, I think I will block it. If they attack with the 2/2, I think I will block it. They're sifting through their deck. They've got good cards. I'll certainly find them. I put Erudite Wizard in the... It's fine. Yeah, they just attacked with the 2/2. They're willing to cash in for a card, or they've got some removal. That deals 2 damage. Nope. Let's see what we can do this turn. Let's fight that thing. Maybe we're actually supposed to fight this thing. How many cards do they have in their graveyard? They have 7 cards in the graveyard? Okay. Well, that solves that puzzle. We'll use this. No attacks, because I could double block and stop my Exemplar. We're looking pretty good on board. On the other hand, opponent has 5 cards and a ton of mana. They're trying to decide. They have 1 removal spell. They're trying to decide which of my creatures to use it on. They go for Exemplar of Light. Discarding Baked into a Pie, which they have not been able to cast because they haven't gotten their double black. Now they hit double black. And they're going to keep flying us for 2 every turn. You know... I can do this. Oh, do they have a counterspell? Ah, they refuted it. This I also ran in the pre-release, but I sided it out a lot. The double blue is still just hard. It's nice to be able to get that draw and discard. Especially because I had a Muldrotha deck, and then, you know, discarding is not as big a penalty. They discarded Spitfire Lagak, which is pretty good little guy there. All right, 13 to 14. Might as well hold this up. We've got the Rebuke. Don't think I'll use it on the 1/1s. Archmage of Runes. Probably just drew that. Can they fire off a spell and draw a card is the question. They're holding up some kind of protection. Okay, blue. Let's see if we can remove it. Oh, good. Okay. They didn't get any cards drawn off of that. We'll hit for 6. We're winning the race. They're down to 1 card in hand. Now 2 cards in hand. We have a card in hand that is a land and useless, but they don't know that. Wow, just totally flooding out. Skyship Buccaneer, but they're forced to block here. Yeah, we'll deal the 3 there first. And then the 1 there. And the 2 trample, and we win. Whew! Opponent must have flooded too, I don't know. Just got that one by a hair. Still in it. Who predicted we were going to get this many wins with this deck? All right, so let's take a hard look at this deck now. Twin Blade Blessing, it's flash speed, that's pretty good. Would we want, like, just a Sarah Angel, a Vigilance Angel? Might be nice here. If we put that in, what would we take out? Just this Inspiring Call, I think. It's great when we've got the Good Fortune Unicorn and probably a dead draw otherwise, so. Maybe more of a draft card than a sealed deck card. Up against Vei Victus. Okay. Do like this. The gain life is interesting. I think we're still supposed to play it turn 1, but we might regret not holding it back depending on what we draw. Oh yeah, we can get a free Leyline Axe. So that's cool. Helpful Hunter can be wearing the axe next turn. Or turn after next. Llanowar. It's like the ultimate turn 1 play in this format. Eastkin Ranger. Well, I can cash out the Helpful Hunter. I think I'll just save it for blocks. Possible I want to Bushwhack. They really need to get rid of the spider. Ooh, okay. Horn Beetle. Pretty strong play from opponent. Now if I Bushwhack, I can only get the elves. Hard to race. I guess this is double strike whether it's on attack or defense. Okay, they don't attack. Have we stabilized? The Horn Beetle is going to be big next turn, so let's just get in this attack. This is a pretty huge hit. They've kind of signaled they don't have combat tricks. They've got no idea about our Cathar Commando, which is going to come down as a 4/2 as long as the Unicorn's around. Lifelink Hexproof from instance. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, it gets +1/+1. It has Menace. Okay, but that's not relevant. So just a 4/4 lifelink. Or 5/5 lifelink. Only attacking with the 5/4. Maybe do I take the 5 and I want to blow that thing up? Let's cash this in. We've got the Spinner of Souls ability. This will become a creature of some sort. So at least know we have action next turn. The old truffle snout. Oh, they take the damage. Is there any way I can plus it? Guess not. I have a 6/4 double strike. Deal with that, opponent. Basically force a block here. Maybe I was supposed to attack with everything. It was, because then 6. Sarah Angel with the ley line on it next turn wins. I kind of just want to get rid of Alenda. Let's deal 6 there. The first round, and then do they have a joust, but that doesn't save them, right? Got it. Ooh, doggy. Octopus Cabbage. My girlfriend plays white, red, green tokens, but hates horses. She's pissed she has to run Nyxborn Unicorn. Yeah, it's a good card, man, that unicorn. Sorry to your girlfriend. Be the first girl in the world who doesn't like unicorns that I've met. She's a unique one, Octopus Cabbage. As are you. Where'd you come up with the name Octopus Cabbage? Is that like a random password generator? Not a vegetarian, but I do. Octopuses are so smart. It does feel wrong to eat them. I was at a restaurant one time, and but gave the chef just like carte blanche. It was like my birthday. I kind of known the chef, so I just said, you know, give us what you think is great. And he served me some octopus as one of the dishes, and I was sort of like, All right. You know what? I'm just going to take this guy out. Get your scries done now. Get my unicorn down next turn. Let's just start popping crazy creatures. Oh, this guy, though. This guy is a son of a gun to deal with. I think I have a turn. To play a land, it's going to double to 2 counters. Okay, luckily they didn't play a Evolving Wilds, so they didn't. Next turn it's going to be a 4/4 though. And then the turn after that it's an 8/8. We gotta find some removal. Yeah, I'll offer the trade. Daybloom trick, okay. Oh, so wait, they can tap my guy and get in for 4. Not super great on that. This only brings a permanent back from the graveyard. Alright, oh, Meteor Golem is good. Is it going to be a little late? It's going to be too late. We could hope they don't hit their land drop next turn. Or we just put everything in front of it, hope to regrow something with Elvish Regrower. This, I had this in my pool too, Flash Wolf. Okay. Well, luckily played that and exiled a thing from the graveyard we can't bring back with the Regrower, so. No lands, no lands, no lands. Oh, they got a land, okay. Take a ton of damage. Is their last thing some kind of combat trick? We finally reached the end of the line. Okay. No, but it is that stupid Kraken, which is really good. We might not just have been able to stabilize fast enough, because they draw land. Maybe I was supposed to bring back Commando. Okay, they did not hit a land, but they hit a mana sink. You can fly for 2 every... Oh, they did hit a land. Okay, they tap our 5/4. Now we have to chump with the Unicorn, which means we don't get to draw this. Take 7. Ooh. Go to... Basically to 1. If they have removal, we're dead. Okay. Maybe they have a combat trick they're going to have to spend on it. No. Oh, this stupid guy. Okay. Got Exemplar of Light. We can Bushwhack. Wow, this puts a counter. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we have to kill one of the flyers. They can put at least a couple counters on the other flyer. Oh, but we do get to draw a card, actually. Let's see. What do we hit? Ah. The Sky Knight Squire, you are... I think we can keep you. Tax. Three, 6. So they can make that a 3/3. They're not going to attack with it this turn. Where they are, and they're just going to win. Okay. Oh, but we're at 2 life. Haha. Oh no, they got us. Okay. Now, hey, we got a lot of viewers. We're going over to draft. Let's collect our winnings. If I hadn't had a free sealed play, I wouldn't have recommended sealed because the payout is pretty bad for the cost. Not that much difference between 4 and 5. It's 200 gems here, but got to get 6 or 7 just to make your gems back. Claim that. Open the packs. Well, people leaving when they heard I was going to draft. Do you want to see draft? If you want to see standard, I already recorded. I built Mono Red Burn. There's a bunch of new burn spells. That is already live on YouTube. You can watch what I think is going to kind of be the shell for Mono Red Burn. All right, so let's do Premier Draft. Draft token. All right, chat. I'm going to need your help. It's a new set. Don't let me pass really good cards. This will be my first draft of the set. Everybody see that? We got, as our rare, Sear Slicer Goblin. If you attacked, create a 1/1 red goblin. That seems pretty good. Just constantly be making goblins. Oh, but we got 2 rares. You could also just do loot. So 1/4 lets you play, and then has a mana sink. Look at the top 6, reveal a creature. Huh. Well, we do have some red cards in the pack, whereas the green cards are not as exciting for me. No real removal in the pack that I'm seeing, other than Broken Wings, which it might be main deckable in this format. I guess it remains to be seen. Do I go with Goblin or Loot? I think I'm going Goblins. Let's see how aggro we can go. And here's another Goblin. In terms of the uncommons, Midnight Snack. That's a weird build around. I don't think that's going to be... I think you're going to get as many shots as that as you want. I kind of like these Goblin and Elf decks, though. That should be fun. Crackling Cyclops. Yeah, that's 2. The Helpful Hunter... I mean, 3/2 make a food and also making cats is pretty good. Helpful Hunter, you just want in any deck. Let's just take Helpful Hunter. Keeping our options open. We could build a cat deck. We could build a goblin deck. We could build a goblins and cat decks. Okay, so here's like the first removal we've even seen in this pool. I think I'll take that. Pretty good, that angel. Good. Gotta take the burst lightning. That's definitely going to be one of the top commons. Probably lucky to get that 3rd pick. See if we can see who we're drafting. Any of these you, chat? Are you Bulla? Are you Malice? Are you Jogo? Detsugu's second right. Almost willing to just go crazy with that. Okay, we can take a bite down because that's removal. I also like the Big Fin Bouncer. Kind of like removal with the body. I don't know if blue-red is a thing in this format. Bloom trick. I mean, blue is starting to look open here. We know we're going to wheel the Crackling Cyclops. Just take removal. See what comes our way. Anybody drafted this yet? Anybody got tips? Yeah, well, there's a Fanatical Firebrand. Also got the Pupper. That seems pretty good. This guy was annoying to play against. I think it's more of a black-green card, the Morbid stuff. I do like the Firebrand. I'm wondering... I mean, you got to be able to take out the Llanowar Elves. We know we have at least one Firebrand that's potentially wheeling. Guess I'll take the Pupper. Just to get some reps with it. Can bounce the Hunter, replay the Hunter. Cats and dogs living together. Ooh, Heraldic Banner's in this set, as is Blanchwood armor. Wow, okay. Well, Zombify's pretty powerful. Eaten Alive's powerful. Stomper's powerful. This is... It's still pack 1. We could go heavy on the Blanchwood armor and get stuff that could wear it nicely. Like that Ward guy. Take the Eaten Alive. Just keeping our options open. Drafting the hard way, they call it. Chat, I need more help. Need opinions. You can go back some of the old videos on my channel. I've got my brother. My brother is a better drafter than I am. And I did win my pre-release. Well, I won the Dustborn pre-release. I got second in the Foundations pre-releases that I went to. But that's not draft. That's sealed. Let's see. Just take the Golem. Truffle Snout. Gnarlid Colony is also just a solid 2-drop. Oh. Go with the uncommon. Okay, so red-white seems to have been pretty well cut. Fleeting Flight. Just take the colony. And now we've got red. We did wheel some red. So if we're red-green, double target creature's power with flashback could be pretty good. Or just Thrill of Possibility. Not as excited by the Lagak. Let's take the bulk up. And yeah, we've got a choice here. I think the Rex Sage. Generally a 2-for-1. And the Thespiano, or do we... I guess we're going heavier into green now. I like this Flash Wolf, but I think the Thespian is just super solid. Okay, well... Hidetsugu from Max Chuckles. Looking red-green, but... Oh, well, yeah, we get this awesome red-green rare. If you haven't seen this one. Ashroot Animist. 4/4 trample. When it attacks, another target creature gets +X/+X. So another target creature is going to get at least +4/+4. That could be pretty good. I mean, this 1/1 brings a dragon is also fantastic. Healer's Hawk's a classic. Yeah, I think we're going red-green. Do need to find some more removal. First Lightning, Bite Down is what we've got removal-wise. And Super Zero First Strike could kind of be like removal. I think do we take the Gnarlid Colony? I don't want too many Reclamation Sages. And another Thespian. We got Swiftfoot Boots. We did see those Blanchwoods going around. There's a Banishing Light. Is white going to be open from this direction? We're going to wish we were taking white. I mean, Sunblessed Healer is a house too for white. White was just so cut there in that first pack. Never actually played... Boots is like you play in Commander all the time. And in Brawl, but in Limited. Shouldn't it be pretty good? There's Goldvein Pick. There's our dual land. There's Dwynen's Elite. Not... I don't think we have enough elves to make it that exciting. With the pick. Okay, so there's the Blanchwood armor. Do we want to take a flyer on the Blanchwood armor now that we have Swiftfoot Boots? I think we might. Ooh, but Tatiova is fantastic. If we're going to splash something... Oh, but this guy is fantastic. And that would not require splashing. Oh, man, oh, man. Tough pick. This guy was a house for Seal, but is it too slow? Attacks as potentially as a 3/2 menace. That's not that exciting. We'll just take the Stomper. And this could help us splash blue. This is a really solid green spell. Oh, but I guess we should also think about removal. Let's take the removal. Blanchwood. Just go heavy. Maybe we're splashing red. Don't need the bulk up necessarily. What's this? During your turn, +2/+0 on first strike. Does nothing when it's not your turn? That seems bad. Gleaming Barrier dies into a treasure. Yeah, I'm not excited about any of these. You control a creature, untap, make a treasure. That's expensive for that cost. And we'll back, because why not? And the Firebrand. Ooh, okay. Well, there's a bomb rare, but we're kind of off of white. There's also a really good rare. We're pretty far away from playing that. With the Truffle Snout, we could get this because it can wear equipment. We could just get another 2-drop. I don't think the Truffle Snout has a lot of synergy. The second Thespian. Oh, okay, but we do get Genesis Wave. Or we can just get a 6-mana 12/8. That's a combo with the bulk up. The one-shot kill, potentially. Guess I'll take the rare. It's also Beastkin Ranger. So it's just a solid 3-drop. There's also Bushwhack. Actually, Bushwhack, I think we'll take the Bushwhack because we want to be able to splash the Tatty Bee. Hey, another Goblin. Sear Slicer Goblin. Am I crazy? Isn't this just good enough? You just play it? Because we got Goldvein Pick. Probably don't run the Gleaming Barrier. Blasphemous Edict. It's a cheeky Shivan Dragon at uncommon. Not trying to go heavy into red, though. I think we'd probably rather have the Cackling Prowler. You want to find... Is Electro Duplicate even worth taking? I think we just want Snakeskin Veil. Wow, okay. We do want that land, and we do want probably this Goblin Negotiation. But might just have to... No, I don't need to rare draft. Should take the Goblin Negotiation. Take the land. We're pretty light on removal still. Hornbeal, very solid 2-drop. Do like this though. Got a good amount of 2-drops. We got a good amount of 4-drops. Hey, there's Llanowar Elves. Maybe we consider involuntary employment, but probably not. Just take the good 3-drop. Or do we take the... Let's go for the big smasher. Oh, we got a couple big smashers here. Go for more removal. Didn't really get the splash for Taddy B. Ooh. I'm going to have to leave in 15 minutes. You can help me build the deck and maybe we'll get a game in. Not crazy about any of these. All right. Really could be mono green. Let's see. Don't need the Ceratops. Firebrand, probably not if we're not worried about interesting. So they give us 2 islands and then we got the gold vein pick, so that's 3 possible ways to do it because we wouldn't. I don't think we're all in on the Blanchwood armor plan. This Animist is too good. We got some decent cheap red rares here. Album negotiations down the line. I mean, is this even that great? Making a ton of 1/1 goblins. Don't need the truffle snout. Possibly don't need the ambush wolf. A removal over here. Now it's good to have 4 power stuff, I guess. Maybe take 1 cackling prowler and 1 incinerating blast. Chat, any last words? Up against flower power. All right, well, there's our blue. I guess we've got green. A little bit of a ridiculous hand, but use Weary Thespian maybe to dig for the red. Mild-mannered librarian. Oh, we don't need to. Still probably want to dig for some lands, so Burst Lightning we'll keep. They're offering the trade here. They have one there, okay. Well, we can Burst Lightning that, drop a Swiftfoot Boots. They surveilled away a Horn Beetle. I guess I'll do it now, because we've got giant growth in the format, although they pretty much signaled they didn't have giant growth after that attack. Now opponent has to worry about any creature I drop getting haste. They don't know I don't have a creature I can play. Maybe it was... Oh no, that's Snakeskin Veil. Well, that was Bushwhack. Maybe I should have gotten a land. Twin Flame Tyrant. Holy moly, what is that? Okay. Well, it's good whatever it is. It desperately needs some more mana to stop it. Gonna hit us for 6 in the air every turn. Okay. We can Goblin negotiate that away, or we can just try to race, I guess. Ambush Wolf. Okay. I don't think they're supposed to block with the Ambush Wolf here. That's weird. They're just trying to keep us from using the Animist on a creature? Okay, need a land here. Taking 6 a turn. What do we discard? Snakeskin Veil? Now we're getting lands. Alright, play a small creature opponent that I can hit with the Goblin Negotiation. May as well attack first. Make a Goblin. Adventuring Gear. Does that do anything? No. Very much does nothing. Weenie Army. Weenie Army. Beaten down. Growing. This is nice, just making a Goblin every turn. I gotta make a Goblin deck with these guys. Ooh, okay, opponent's playing something big. Shivan Dragon. Okay, I can stop that. As long as they don't have they have a protection spell? No, they do not. Okay, good. All right, well, I will come back and play out this deck later, but I do have to go pick my daughter up. My eldest daughter. So thanks for joining me in the attic. I've been Manadad, playing Foundation.